Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, men to be questioned after police arrested 10 on first day of Operation Reassure in Trelawny. The Trelawny police say that among the 10 individuals arrested during the start of a security operation in the parish last Friday morning are men scheduled to be questioned in connection with the murder of a man whose headless body was discovered in a hole in Trelawny last week. Superintendent Winston Milton, commander of the Trelawny Police Division, said the constabulary is withholding the identity of the beheaded man at this time in an effort to avoid jeopardizing the probe. The gruesome discovery of the decapitated body was made by a farmer in the district of Warefence in southern Trelawny last Monday. On Friday, during a media briefing, Milton told the journalist that the police are aggressively pursuing investigation of the man's death. Meanwhile, he said the security initiative, dubbed Operation Reassure, has been successful so far. The 10 people arrested, he said, will be interviewed in the presence of their attorneys. Milton's colleague, Deputy Superintendent Courtney Wilson, said that among the 10 people arrested are lottery scamming suspects. We have made a number of arrests for breaches of the Law Reform Act. We have seized some instruments for future analysis, and we have recovered quite a number of lead sheets, Wilson said. A number of motorists were also ticketed for traffic offenses. Operation Reassure, the brainchild of Commander of the Area 1 Police Division, Assistant Commissioner of Police Glenford Miller, has been initiated in Trelawny, St. James, Hanover and Westmoreland to combat crime and restore public order. The operation, described by Milton as multifaceted, is a partnership between the police and the Jamaica Defense Force. The scope was very wide. We had a public order operation involving personnel from Public Safety and the Traffic Enforcement Branch, targeted raids, cordon and search involving personnel from the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch, the Area 1 headquarters, and the Trelawny Division, Superintendent Milton said. We intend to continue this operation. As a matter of fact, I can reassure our citizens that they will see an increased presence of police in the public spaces across Trelawny as we continue our effort to ensure that the Yuletide season remains a safe one for the citizenry in this parish and those who traverse this space in order to conduct business, he added. Wilson added that the operation is intended to dominate the public spaces. We have actually been out and about right across the length and the breadth of the division. We have been into Racecourse, Lime Tree, Spicy Hill, Clarkstown, Kinloss, Duanville, Wilson said. It is also designed to slow down motorists who are speeding along the Bowgate leg of the highway. This is not just the only section of the highway that we will be doing it. We will be using strategic areas designed to slow the vehicles, areas that are designated also as black spots, he added. Mocha arrests the 4 in Sagicor fraud scheme. Agents from the major organized crime and anti-corruption agency, with support from the Counter-Terrorism and the Organized Crime Branch and other units of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, are currently involved in a series of simultaneous and coordinated operations across Kingston and St. Andrew in connection with an organized fraud scheme targeting Sagicor Group Jamaica Limited. Mocha agents are currently at the 4 locations carrying out search and seizure procedures and have already arrested 4 persons as part of an ongoing investigation into allegations of forgery and fraudulent payments involving contractors and employees of the company, the agency said in a news release. According to Major Basil Jarrett, Director of Communications at Mocha, the scheme is alleged to have taken place between 2016 and April 2019, during which time contractors employed by Sagicor Group Jamaica Limited, acting in collusion with employees of the company, submitted multiple interim payment certificates and invoices for work purportedly completed at the properties owned or managed by Sagicor Property Services. Payments were subsequently made based on the fraudulent documents. The scheme unraveled in April 2019 when an IPC and accompanying invoices were submitted by the owner of a construction company for payment. During the processing of these documents, it was discovered that they had been forged, including the signatures of authorized signing officers. Mocha's investigation into the matter later revealed a deliberate and systematic attempt to defraud the company, resulting in Monday's arrest, according to the agency. Major Jarrett said this morning's operation emphasized the agency's zero-tolerance approach to corruption and fraud and underscores Mocha's dedication to safeguarding the integrity of Jamaica's corporate sector and protecting businesses from internal and external threats. The arrest and anticipated charges are a step towards ensuring that entities like Sagicor can operate without the shadow of corruption and criminality, he said. Mocha said it continues to encourage businesses and individuals to report suspicious activities and fraudulent behavior to the authorities and is reminding the public that the fraud is a serious offense that carries significant penalties under Jamaican law. Councillor wants a better screening of PPV drivers. Expressing concern that felons and sexual predators may be behind the wheels of some public passenger vehicles transporting the country's children, Councillor Marvel Sewell of the People's National Party, Green Island Division, wants changes in the way driver's licenses are issued. Anybody can drive a taxi. You don't know if the person is a convict, child molester or rapist, he said during last Thursday's monthly meeting of the Hanover Municipal Corporation. For years, there have been concerns that nefarious individuals sometimes pose as cabbies, giving law-abiding members of the transportation sector a bad name. There have been several high-profile cases in which women have been abducted and killed. Sewell is particularly concerned about the potential danger for students who rely on public transportation to get to and from school. We want to know who is taking all our children from point A to point B, and that is really a problem that we have to look into, argued Sewell. A police record is currently mandatory for drivers, conductors, and owners of vehicle processed by the Transport Authority. However, it is not mandatory for individuals being issued with a PPV driver's license by Tax Administration Jamaica after passing a test administered by Island Traffic Authority. So while the TA has safeguards in place for licensed taxi and commercial operators, there are none for taxis operating outside of the formal system. Sewell wants the way driver's licenses are issued in Jamaica changed to the method used in the United States as a means of safeguarding the public. In the US, a commercial driver's license is usually required to drive a taxi, transport more than 15 passengers, or drive larger vehicles such as trucks, buses, and trailers. It also covers the transportation of hazardous materials. If we are adopting everything from America, they have a special class CDL license to carry passengers or to carry goods, stated Sewell. We in Jamaica now just have a PPV license for anyone. The councillor also wants amber lights implemented within school zones to protect the students from speeding vehicles. Within 45 minutes before school and 45 minutes before school is over, the amber light stays on so that every motorist passing a school gate has to comply with traveling at 20 kilometers, he suggested. Mayor of Lucy, Sheridan Samuel, supported the suggestion, adding that it was a good one. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.